Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Welcome everyone to Amritvani program. Today, Her Grace Yamuna Swarup Mataji will be giving her transcendental words of wisdom. Her Grace Achla Bhakti Mataji will be reading the Namamrit followed by Prabhupada quote followed by Prabhupada Leela Amrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Rupavati will be reciting the shlokas. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam.
हरे कृष्णा धन्वत प्रणाम ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। हिज होलीनेस भक्ति आश्रम वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। हिज होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गोस्वामी जी की जय। हरे कृष्णा। हिज ग्रेस रूपविलास प्रभु जी की जय। March 12th, 2026. Shri Namamrit, the nectar of the holy name. Only one empowered by the Lord can propagate the holy name. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the holy name. Vallabh Bhatt to Lord Chaitanya. The fundamental religious system in the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. You have spread the Sankirtan movement of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, it is evident that you have been empowered by Lord Krishna. There is no question about it. You have manifested the holy name of Krishna throughout the entire world. Anyone who sees you is immediately absorbed in ecstatic love of Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur explains that unless one is directly empowered by the causeless mercy of Krishna, one cannot become the spiritual master of the entire world, Jagat Guru. One cannot become an acharya simply by mental speculation. The true acharya, the spiritual master of the entire world, must be considered an incarnation of Krishna's mercy. Indeed, he is personally embracing Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit Antya Leela 7.11 to 13. 12th March. Simply by changing dress, one does not improve unless he seriously takes the principles of devotional service. But in Kali Yuga, they'll think, because I've changed my dress, I've become a big sannyasi. You see, because I have got a sacred thread, now I'm a Brahman. No, there must be regular training. Vrindavan, March 12, 1974. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Aware that he was involved in an intrigue, Abhay organized his thoughts and set down on paper a short history outlining important events surrounding his possession of the Bharati Bhavan. Short history. First, I came to Jhansi sometime in October 1952. Second, I delivered some lectures at Gita Mandir on Gandhi Jayanti Day 1952. Third, made acquaintance with Prabhakar Shastri. Fourth, my idea of League of Devotees implemented. Fifth, he took me to Reva Sankar for Bharti Bhavan. Sixth, Sri Reva Sankar agreed to hand over the Bharti Bhavan to League of Devotees, and he agreed to become a member of it in the presence of Prabhakar, Mitraji, and myself. Seventh, I write letters from Allahabad to confirm. Eighth, he confirmed my letter on 10 December 1952. Ninth, Prabhakar intimated the desire of Sankar on 1st January 1953. I got the document needed for League of Devotees and came to Jhansi for signature of the members. Reva Sankar signed and agreed to become an executive member. 11th, the document was submitted for registration on 4th February 1953 at Lucknow, returned on 10th October 1953. 12th, the League of Devotees ceremoniously started 16th May 1953 and work began. So I am occupying the building since then and continuing my work. Abhay went on to enumerate more than 30 points, including news publicity and congratulations he had received. He listed the story of how he came here sacrificing my business and family. I received a telegram from Allahabad instructing the news of burglary by breaking lock. I could not attend the business for work here and it was closed subsequently at a loss of rupees 7,000. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 18.50 Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodh me samasneva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya ya para. Translation: O son of Kunti, learn from me how one who has achieved this perfection can attain to the supreme perfectional state, Brahman, the state of highest knowledge, by acting in the way I shall now summarize. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.16.25 एषा स्वा एषा स्वा सद्मोपावने समित्या सनत्कुमारं भगवन्तम् एकम् आराध्य भक्त्या लभामालं ताज ज्ञानं यतो ब्रह्म Param Vedanti. Translation: This King Prithu will meet Sanat Kumara, one of the four Kumaras, in the garden of his palace compound. The king will worship him with devotion and will be fortunate to receive instruction by which one can enjoy transcendental bliss. Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 5.156 एता सोनी प्रभु आगे चलिला से घर गति भुजिते न पर के हा दुई प्रभु रमति. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then began to walk very swiftly before all the other devotees. No one could understand the real purpose of the two Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी की जय, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. In today's Namamrit, dated 12th March 2026, we are knowing that how Vallabha Bhatta is telling Lord Chaitanya that until and unless one has that mercy of Krishna or he is empowered by Lord Krishna, he cannot propagate the holy name. And he is telling Lord Chaitanya that you have that special qualification, you have that mercy of Krishna. As soon as anybody sees you, he gets that ecstatic love of Krishna. And he's discussing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that how in the age of Kali, chanting of the holy name is so, it is a fundamental religious system. It's so important. And that mercy of Krishna is there with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Well, we know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is also explaining that unless one is directly empowered by Krishna and his mercy, one cannot become the spiritual master of the entire world. That is what is Jagat Guru. And one cannot become an acharya like this by mental speculation or anything like this. So, the spiritual master, we know that he is the representative of Krishna and he can be considered as an incarnation of Krishna's mercy. That is how he is personally embracing Krishna. In Prabhupada's quote, we are learning that how Prabhupada is explaining that simply by changing dress, one cannot improve. He has to take the principles of devotional service very seriously. And he also cannot say that, if somebody says, I changed my dress, I'm wearing orange dress, I became a sannyasi, now I'm great. But no, Prabhupada says one has to imbibe those qualities, one has to be in touch with the spiritual master, in touch with the devotees, and one has to learn how to become a good Brahmana, not by just wearing secret thread. There has to be regular training, Prabhupada is explaining. And in Prabhupada Leelamrit, we are learning about the League of Devotees being formed. And Prabhupada was making points that how he had written short history outlining important events surrounding his possession of the Bharti Bhavan. He had written around 30 points. And right from how he came to Jhansi in October 1952 and how he delivered lectures in Gita Mandir, how he met different people and he had made acquaintance with Prabhakar Shastri. He had different points and he had noted down all of them. He had made a short history. He wrote letters from Allahabad. He wrote, but there was an important point he mentioned here that he could not take care of every business and he had sacrificed his business, his family, and in the end he's mentioning that he received a telegram from Allahabad instructing the news of burglary by breaking the law. And because he could not attend the business for work from there, and he had closed subsequently at a loss of 7,000 rupees. Thus, we understand Prabhupada's sacrifice from this. In the Bhagavad Gita, this time we are trying to understand how Lord Krishna is saying that learn from me, son of Kunti, he's telling to Arjun that learn from me about one who has achieved the perfection, can attain to the supreme perfectional stage, which is the Brahma. Brahma stage means having all the knowledge, and it is the highest knowledge by acting in the way I shall now. Summarize means he is going to tell that how that Brahma stage is achieved. how one who does perfect bhakti, he comes to that, he attains all that knowledge. He comes to that perfect stage of Brahma. The soul, the super soul is Brahma, and the soul is also Brahma. But to attain to that Brahma stage is a big achievement for a devotee. And the Srimad Bhagavatam, the, this time in the prayers, they are mentioning how King Prithu will meet Sanat Kumar, one of the Chatur Kumaras, and how he will be instructed by the spiritual master, and he will understand the he will get transcendental bliss. He will understand what has to be understood by the uh, in the disciplic succession, by the shishya, by this, and from the spiritual master. That instructions were given to Prithu Maharaj. Although he was incarnation of Lord Vishnu, he nonetheless taught the people in his kingdom to take instructions from a spiritual master. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, also Lord is explaining Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na Shochati na Kakshati. When one attains to the Brahma platform, he neither anchors nor laments, and he actually partakes of transcendental blissful enjoyment. Thus, when a person understands Brahma or the supreme source of everything, he enjoys a blissful life. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, this time, we understand that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had lost his dandi, and he also understood that Nityanand Prabhu is trying to relieve him of it, but he is also showing anger. He's also showing that um, this should not be done by normal people. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Mukunda Datta is telling him that, okay, we will now walk, we'll follow you. You walk in front and we'll follow you. Then immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to walk swiftly before all other devotees. But actually, nobody could understand the real purpose of the two lords, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. That is the beauty of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai, His Grace Rup Last